Talk about a total victory. Listen to how President Trump is being spoken about at the World Economic Forum happening right now in Davos, Switzerland.
Trump has done something no person in the world has ever done before. A dead man, a dead politician, has risen. Somebody who, if we were 4 years ago at Davos, he's buried, dead politically, known to me. He's now returned. This is the greatest comeback in political history of a politician. And then, therefore, he thinks he can do anything.
We need to also factor in not only who's won, which is Trump, but who's lost, which is to say us. And I guess I would throw into that the epitome of the us who is losing here is Europe. That the European Union and by and large its member states have misread the direction where events were going.
The cherry on top was that President Trump himself appeared virtually at the summit, where he declared that America was back open for business. The deal is, make your products in America to take advantage of low taxes or else face heavy tariffs, because we're finally putting our workers first. And he also called out top bankers for debanking conservatives to their faces. Here he is taking Bank of America's CEO Brian Moynihan to task, forcing Moynihan to change subjects really fast.
I hope you start opening your bank to conservatives, because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank, and that included a place called Bank of America. They don't take conservative business. And I don't know if the regulators mandated that because of Biden or what, but you and Jamie and everybody, I hope you're going to open your banks to conservatives, because what you're doing is wrong.
Mr. President, I'll say that your friend Gianni said hello, told me to tell you hello, and we look forward to sponsoring the World Cup when it comes both this summer for the club and next year. So thank you for getting that for the United States.
The bank even put out a statement yesterday to reassure their more than 70 million customers that they love conservatives and would never close accounts for political reasons. Well, first off, isn't it amazing how they have to grovel to conservative customers now? After years of us being treated like second-class citizens, now we get solidarity statements like this one. So that's kind of funny. But two, President Trump's former lawyer John Eastman responded to that post to ask the bank, so why, pray tell, did you cancel my and my wife's accounts after I'd been a customer for nearly 40 years? And why did you refuse to tell me why? He then posted this picture of the cancellation letter. Cue the JD Vance face. So these banks are liars and they know it, but at least now they're being forced to reverse course. Now, another big win to come out of the WEF so far this year is Argentinian President Javier Milei telling all the haughty Davos transhumanists that transing the kids is literal child abuse. And he called out the UK for jailing its own citizens for wrongthink on mass migration. Watch.
Is it not true that right now, as we speak in the UK, citizens are being imprisoned for exposing horrifying crimes committed by Muslim migrants? Crimes that the government seeks to conceal? Or didn't the bureaucrats in Brussels suspend Romania's elections simply because they didn't like the party that had won? Faced with each of these discussions, wokeism's first strategy is to discredit those of us who challenge these things, first by labeling us and then by silencing us. If you're white, you must be racist. If you're a man, you must be a misogynist or part of the patriarchy. If you're rich, you must be a cruel capitalist. If you're heterosexual, you must be heteronormative, homophobic, or transphobic. For every challenge, they have a label, and then they try to suppress you by force or through legal means. Because beneath the rhetoric of diversity, democracy, and tolerance that they so often preach, what truly lies is their blatant desire to eliminate dissent, criticism, and ultimately freedom, so they can continue to uphold a model in which they are the main beneficiaries.